Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to more Lego building. We are continuing to work on the Atari set, which is this so far, with the little vignettes in there. You actually get the vignettes out so that they're... Don't. Stop moving. Stop moving. Where do I put you? My desk is getting full up again. Alright, but we're on bag number 11. And for the questions that came up, the music is Dragon Quest music, specifically a series of symphonic versions of the soundtracks. Manila is Godzilla's adopted son from... I don't think it's Destroy All Monsters. I think it's whatever came after it. There's a couple of them. Manila is very, very derpy. We'll go with that. Very, very derpy. So how's everyone doing on this Friday? I think it's actually Minilla, as in Mini Godzilla, if I remember correctly. But, I mean, it's also Japanese, so exactly how it gets turned into English can vary. Pretty good. I'm glad for that. I am doing pretty well myself. We have achieved the goal of 150 subpoints. In fact, we have blown past it up to 173 subpoints, so... in large part, thanks to Baneri and, of course, everyone else who's been gifting subs. So I really do greatly appreciate that. So we will be playing some Pirates of Realm Space on stream. Coming soon to a stream near you. Yes. I am glad that you're looking forward to that. Alright, let's see. 2x6 tiles, separated by 1x4 plates. Well, I'm glad that you are, and I'm glad so many people are looking forward to it, too. It really does make me happy. You're in the middle of playing Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster. Haven't played it since it first came out on the SNES. Rosa just joined your party. I vaguely remember the plot. It's a good game. It's my favorite Final Fantasy. The one that I've played by far the most over all of the years. One that I keep coming back to. Will we try to find the broken sphere? That is actually not what I want. I want the 8x16. You can't actually go out into the phlogiston in Pirates of Realm Space. In fact, if you just set a course for the sphere wall and just go, I believe you eventually crash into it and die. Feeling so sleepy and hungry? I'm feeling pretty hungry too. I had what I would consider some light lunches, and I'm feeling like I needed more substantial lunches. So I will be having some dinners after this. You hope we get to see that in the stream? Oh, I'm going to do that. I am absolutely going to do that. Do not worry. That will happen. Alright, let's see. We got 1x2 plates with center studs, aka jumper plates. I mean, I've never actually seen it myself. To a certain extent, that is what I've heard. And it's entirely possible that I'm wrong, but I'm definitely going to try it. Alright, let's see. Another 2x6 tile down at the base. Get 1x4 plates at the top. And 1x4 tiles down here. You're too excited about it? I mean, to be fair, it has been like on the radar of games that viewers want me to play for quite some time, including you. So I'm not surprised. I mean, how many times did it pop up in a Patreon poll? You know? Quite a few, actually. Every time you submitted something to a Patreon poll? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you weren't even the only one. There is an option in FF4 to boost the experience points and Gil up to 4 times. Should you do this to avoid having to grind, or do you not really have to? You really don't have to. It's more, I would say, and also you're apparently playing the Switch version, not the Steam version, because that is not in the Steam version. You really don't have to grind. If you just play the game normally and basically fight everything that comes your way, you will get your levels by the end. If you ever get to a point where you do feel like, you know, you take on a boss and you don't, and you die and you're like, well, that was really difficult and unpleasant, then you can always just, like, turn it on till you gain a few levels and turn it back off again. That would be my recommendation, is you know, if you hit a roadblock, if you hit a speed bump, do it. And if you don't, then you're good. Warms your heart to know other people want to watch me suffer? Not sure how I feel about that. No problem. I mean, there are definitely some difficult fights in the game. But I don't think that it's too much of an issue. You just go with the flow until you hit a point where you feel like you need it, kind of thing. Alright, another 1x4 plate. So, Title Rabbit, when you say that it warms your heart, do you mean that it warms your heart down to the lower left ventricle? I need to know. There's a lot of black tiles on this. I like it. You do. I'm glad. I'm glad. That's important. See, I'm just waiting for someone to know what that is a reference to, and I don't think that's going to ever happen. Alright, more 1x4 tiles. You've been waiting for this terrible game for years. Well, I do hope that it is worth the wait. Tell us what's that a reference to? I told you once and you forgot. See now that means that I can't tell though. I can't. Is this going to be a stream thing or a let's play? It's going to be a stream thing. I don't currently know yet when I'm going to stream Pirates of Realm Space, but I am going to stream it specifically. Alright, let's move these up there. And let's see, we get 1x2 plates here and here. You looked at screenshots of this infamous Spelljammer game. It looks kind of cool with some nice art. Looking forward to it. Don't get your hopes up too much. The game isn't E.T. levels of bad, but it's definitely in a similar category. Maybe that's too harsh. I don't know. It's the next Monday game. I mean, it could be. The thing is like, I haven't decided yet. I might do it as like a bonus stream on another night, for example. That's a possibility that I'm considering. But then there's a question of what night. So I'm thinking, like, if I do it on a bonus night, it would probably be a Saturday or Sunday night. If I do it as during an existing stream, then it would probably be on Retro or Monday. But I'm also not sure if I want to spend 6 hours on it every Monday. Especially when there are other games that I want to play on that fit that slot. I don't know, also, given the, what I am almost certain are algorithm changes on YouTube, I'm kind of thinking that I might do some more streaming, just in general. Let's get this 2x2 corner plate on under there. And we got 1x2 plates. I'm run out of games to play yet? No. It is definitely getting harder to choose games because I have fewer and fewer games that I know fairly well. And howdy, Zakat, how's it going? Alright, let's see. 2x2 under here. And dark orange 2x6. 2x6. A brown, two brown 2x6s. And another dark orange 2x6. There we go. Alright, next up we get a dark orange 1x2 there. 2 brown 1x4s. And 1x6. 2 dark orange 1x6s. Wonder if there's an official LEGO Godzilla set. There is not. And alright, saw the discussion in AD&D, got you looking at Narek's sphere chart. Yeah, my issue with that is just, like, I mean, obviously it's his sphere chart for his home game, but because it was one of the more prominent ones out there, you didn't realize it was as detailed as it was. Oh, there's another one that's even more detailed, that has way, way more on it. Which is actually the problem. Like, it doesn't leave that much room for other people, you know, for people to put in their own stuff. And I'm not criticizing him for how he did it, because again, it's his sphere chart. It's more treating it as the common canon chart. A ton of the spheres on it are fan-created. Some of which have basically no information about. No, there's only 2 canon charts, and I incorporated those into both of the ones that I make, and there's some extrapolations that you can make based on that. The 2 canon charts are from the Astromundi cluster and a Dragon magazine, but they only cover a handful of charts. Actually, technically, there's a third one as well, in Under the Dark Fist, but it does things a little bit different. But, like, the fully expanded, or the big expanded Narek's chart has spheres on it that are from like websites that are now defunct, like GeoCities and stuff like that, so you can't get any information about them. So just having them in there is just... it makes a big headache for anyone who actually wants to use that. My preference is to create a sphere chart that has just the canon systems that we know connections for, and then let Dungeon Masters put in other spheres as they want. Extra parts, a dark orange 1x1 plate. And next up, we've got bag number 12. There, GM Westermeyer has a chart, yeah, that's 13, in his Guide to the Spheres, but it's actually does not follow the canon. It shifts things around in a way that the canon chart, in a way that doesn't match the canon chart, and so I'm not a fan of that one for that reason. I made a chart years ago on graph paper that tried to incorporate all the canon stuff, back before the internet was a thing. Can't tell exactly when I made it because my handwriting is the exact same. Alright, next up, we can put this aside for the moment because we're actually just going to be using these. Alright, so we got a 1x2 3-wall panel piece with the Atari name on it. Let's see, 1x6 and 1x6. Get the 1x1 in here. This is the wood panel front part of the Atari. But yeah, I think on the expanded Nerix chart, he actually does include a sphere that I made that has not gotten any real detail yet, so... That's kind of the problem, is like, I really have not put much information about that down, and I haven't worked on it in a long time, and I don't even know if I probably would not do things the same way anymore, kind of thing. So, like, having it there as, like, an official, at least as many people think of it. Oh, I need a brown 1x2. There you go. Is kind of weird. Alright, dark orange 1x1 on top. No, something that predates the Spelljammer campaign. I was trying to make a Bronze Age sphere, and I think I'd do things a little bit differently today. And it's not like I did a whole lot of information, like I put up a whole lot of information about it, so it's not like there's very much going on. But again, like, there's not much information that anyone can find about it either, which means having it on a sphere chart doesn't do anyone any good, really. And you can have as many spheres connected to other spheres as you want, so... actually, I want a 1x4 in there. You have to look this up now. Good luck. There we go. 1x6 on there. Another 1x4. And a 1x1. I mean, if you don't know the name of it, I don't know if you can find it, Title Rabbit. I haven't given you the name. Alright, brown 1x6 and 1x4. Dark orange 1x4, and 2 1x6s. You're just curious? I'm just teasing. Yeah, okay. 1x4 there. Alright. 1x6. But I mean, there really is not a whole lot of information out there. Because, like, I meant to work on it more, and then... That's, like, around the time that I started working on my deity project, so... That has, in a lot of ways, taken up a lot of my D&D writing time. For obvious reasons. Another 1x4. 2 1x... No, it's 1x6. 2 1x4s here. And a 1x1. There we go. Alright, next up. Okay, and we get the Atari logo, except the weird thing is that it's printed on its side, essentially. So like normally this brick would go on like this, but the logo is on its side because of the way it's positioned. Where am I putting all these LEGO builds? Some of them, I do have some shelves, but a lot of them I just take apart. Atari was incorporated as a company on June 27th, 1972. It's a little old. Alright, so we do that, and we get a black 1x1 with 1x2 tile slope. So the reason that the Atari logo name is printed on the panel piece is so that the studs fit in there like that. And I'm pretty sure that that we're getting studs on the side here so that we can do that. Okay. Now, let's see, we get 1x4 in dark orange, 2 1x4s in brown, 1x4, 1x6, and 1x4 again in orange, dark orange. And a brown 1x6 and a brown 1x1. So it really depends on how much I like the model and stuff like that. Determines whether I keep them together and stuff like that, and what I kind of wanted out of it. Some of them I just want the parts. All right, so we get the inverted 1x2 by 3 slopes on either side. This one being held on much better. And then we take the top portion here. And press that in. And so we got wood grain. You can see the grain here of the wood. That's pretty cool. I like that effect. All right, let's see. All right, so dark orange 1x8 tile here. Right over here. And then a space of 4. That one and that one. Alright, next up we get alright, 1x1 to 1x1 downward brackets with shorty bricks. Right in here. Yeah, I have a shelf to put this one on when it's done. And the shelves have doors, so that keeps some dust out, at least. Alright. Oh, hold on a second. Alright. There we go. You're surprised I haven't come up with, like, a printed ground sheet or something with designations for LEGO pieces? I think there are some like that out there, but I don't know, I don't find it particularly necessary. Like, there aren't too many times when I will have a 2x16 and a 2x14, and it's really crucial that I know exactly what the right one is at a glance. I can usually just check it. Like, if I have a 1x8, and I got a 2x16 and a 2x12, I just... Boom. Oh, yep. No, that's a 1x14, you know? Incidentally, 1x14, garage door rail bricks right there. I mean, it might help viewers, I suppose. I actually have not thought of it at all. Like, it just didn't really occur to me. I haven't seen it in... I've seen it more in setups where something like that is in part to prevent you from damaging, like, the tabletop from using tools, like X-Acto knives or something like that for model building. There we go. So we got those on. Got that. I need a 1x2 tile over here. There's a little gap there, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm not sure if there's going to be something that goes in there or not. And exactly as I thought, we get the 1x14 garage door rail elements. And 1x2 tile slopes on top. I guess the question is, like, whether that would help with the contrast. I tried to choose, like, a neutral tone color for a piece of cloth to put down here, because the table underneath is just, like, white. Which, I'm not sure if that would be better or worse. I feel like that might cause too much glare, or too much washout or something like that. Am I looking forward to you guys spending 2 hours trying to figure out how to take out a patrol? Sure. I am always content to just let you guys argue. I mean, discuss things. There we go. Get that on there. Get that on there. That's a pretty neat way of handling that, honestly. I like that. I mean, don't forget, you also have other ways to get to do some scouting, so... Ah, okay. So that is getting covered up by a 1x8 tile. There we go. Wouldn't flounder be a more apt description? It might be. It might be. Sure, plot will happen if you dilly-dally too much. Things will happen if you dilly-dally too much, but you aren't on a... like, no one has told you need to do this within 3 days. Obviously, like, there's a difference between scouting for 1 day, 3 days, and a month, you know? I mean, or 1 day, 3 days, and 5 days, you know? So I do want you guys to feel like not feel like you're under extreme pressure like you have in some other situations. Like, you guys have had some situations where, yeah, time matters. Like, when I specifically rolled up, like, what day Red and Yord was getting back to the planet, and I was keeping track of exactly how long it took you guys to do stuff, so... But I also didn't, like, make it known that there was, like, a time. But, you know, things happen. Time happens. But also, you know, I mean, it happens based on what things are going to happen, you know, on how things are likely to happen. Pirates come back to their bases and stuff like that, so, you know, that kind of thing happens. Whereas this is a prison. Like, the only thing that's too likely to happen is people getting released or new prisoners being brought in, kind of thing, so. Alright, bag number 13 now. This is going pretty quickly for this part. It was purely coincidence that he was going to return. Well, it wasn't coincidence that he was going to return. But I did roll to see... Like, I mean, it's his base. He's gonna, you know... land there. Take off, you know... handle his cargo that he's captured and stuff like that. Get some rest and relaxation. And then head out again, kind of thing. I rolled to see what day it happened, and... because you guys took an extra day out, you know, down there... he came back, like, just when you guys were getting there. You never knew if he was alerted? No, he was not alerted. That was not a situation where he learned that you guys were coming, and so he rushed back. That was just coincidence on what day he was getting there. Alright, we got boat studs, dark gray, and red. I mean, like, I wanted him... the whim part was I wanted him to get back somewhere around the time that you would be getting there, kind of thing, so that you have things to do, you can do some stuff, and but there is a chance that he would show up right when you're there or something like that, so. Howdy, Lord Canis. Bag 13 on a Friday, yep. It's very humid. My cup is covered in water now. Would have been an entirely different fight if he was there. Well, it would have been an entirely different fight if he hadn't been there. Because you guys could have ambushed him inside his facility. Like, that's the thing that I wanted to have as a possibility for you guys to do. That you can get there, take out the people that he left behind and everything like that, and... but you took a little bit too long. Alright, let's see. Brown plate and red 1x2 plates with round ends. That is 3 to the end. Okay. And then 1x4 half tiles. I mean, again, like, things will happen at the prison if you take a long time, but it is a prison, so things happen related to prison stuff. So interestingly enough, with the 3x4 half tile here, we're locking this in just with pressure and not with studs. So that's interesting. So it's very much up to you guys how you handle it. everything is someone else's fault. Alright, get that on there. And let's see. So we got two 15L beams, but they are beams with crosswise holes. So half of them going this way and the other half going this way. We are also getting black 9L beams and dark gray. I guess we're only doing one at a time. All right. There we go. All right. Friction pins. Get that in there. Good thing I'm not a Templar, little bunny. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Just want to smoke them out with your endless smoke bottle, but you'd end up killing most of the people there unless it has to pass an anti-magic area. Yeah, I mean, something like that might be doable. All right, so we get this where the end hole is on the friction pin there. If I can get this in. There we go. There we go. And then we space them 3 apart. Because of the Friday the 13th thing? Ah, gotcha. Not actually super familiar with Templar history. Alright, dark gray, 9L beam on there. And on top, get... Alright, so that's the second hole from that end, and second hole from that end. Maybe you plant a beam and get a Witchlight Marauder or something. That could be a thing. Could be fun. Alright, and we put on the alternate beam, so it's matching that up. We got a dark gray double friction pin with axle, and that goes 2 from the end. And 3 friction pins. I mean, I do look forward to seeing what you guys do with this. It's definitely an adventure where I have not, like, laid out, players should do this and this and this to succeed. It is very much a, here's the situation. Here are the protections. What do the players decide to do? Is that really that one? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. So that goes right in there. And then we have the 3x3 beam with the cross-axle, cross-shaped formation of holes. Get that in there. And then lots and lots of half-pins. Shame invisibility can't be cast on an object. Yeah, you tend to need specific spells for that. Like, the spell... Things tend to be, like, naturally invisible from the spell kind of thing. So all of the open pinholes get half pins there. Okay, so this goes right there. There we go. That does get it pretty solid. That's a lot of half pins, so it's a lot of stud connections. Howdy up, Cody. How's it going? Alright, now we're making a mirrored one. There, and 3 apart. The thing to remember about the beans is that they could be good or bad, so you can have a lot of fun with them, but they can also be pretty dangerous. Which is my way of saying, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Alright, get the beam in there, and then, let's see, one right there, one in the middle, and one right there. That's why you're like, if it goes bad, they can deal with it. There we go. Alright, friction pin in there. And a friction pin in there. Okay, and then we get the other beam right there. There we go. Alright. 2 friction pins at the end. There we go. Another friction pin down here next to that one that's already in there. Then a double friction pin with axle. That goes right there. Okay. Alright, next up, we get the 3x3 beam on there. Make another one of these. There we go. Slide that on through. But no, I am really excited to see how you guys handle the whole situation. Because, like I said, like it's literally a case of present the party with a problem that has no fixed solution and see how they deal with it. And that, I think, is quite fun. Because there's no right or wrong, so long as you get it done. Alright, so that is all of the half pins, and we get that right in here. There we go. Okay. Connect that on, flip it over, and we get the 2 1x4 dark orange half tiles there. And here on the back, get a 1x6 tile and 1x4 half tile. Get that there. And get that there. Okay. Let's move those out of the way, move those out of the way, and bring this forward. Get our... You popped out of your seat, kid. Get back on the seat. Get the sticker sheet out, because we will likely need that very soon. Okay. And this slides in... Oh. Right. Put that up. Slide this in that way. Don't take it all the way back. We're taking the axle and angle connector here, getting the 2L bar with stop, and getting that right on here. And we do the same thing on the other side. All right, so it slides all the way back there. And if we slide it forward, it smoothly pushes it up. Like there's no it's all a pushing motion as opposed to connections and bars and stuff like that. So it's like pushing the two tabs that were sticking up down and forward and keeping them there just by weight and pressure. So that's pretty cool. And there's some rubber Technic elements there to prevent this from like clanking or clacking or something like that down there. So that is really nice. And we have one extra red 2L bar with stop. Put that over there. All right, next up, bag number 14. Is there another bag 14? Yes, there is. All right, 2 bags of 14. Close my box up again. There we go. So are you enjoying how the adventure is being presented so far, Zakad? I should probably ask you guys for feedback more often. Find out what you guys like and don't like about the adventures and stuff like that. Alright. Let's do that. And we got some small bags here. Actually, let's push that all the way back because I'm not sure if we are... Well, we might be building on there. Alright, well. Pour that out there. It's different, although it feels like you're constantly chasing quest after quest on your way back. Well, part of that is just to give you stuff to do. Because otherwise it would just be like, alright, you're in a new sphere, there's nothing to do here, move on. Like, part of it is like... Alright, so we got 2x2 inverted tiles here. Like, if there was nothing to do... And I have presented some of them are in such a way that... you kind of, like, the very first sphere that you were in, you had to make deals and alliances to try to get the information that you needed. But after that, basically every single one of them, well, the Elven sphere, I guess not, but, like, I've tried to make it so that some of them you could have just been like, alright, bye. If you don't want to do if you don't want to do a thing. But I tried to give, you know, reasons that your characters would feel like you would do a thing. Either there's personal investment or potential reward, or it suits certain characters for characterization purposes, that it's something that they would want to do and stuff like that. There we go. I think that's going to be it on the bottom. Yes. Alright, and that actually makes it move pretty smoothly. Right, 2x6 in black and red 1x2 with round ends. The you know, the whole idea was kind of a, you know, Lost in Space or Star Trek Voyager kind of thing, where, you know, you constantly have to do things to move you forward to get home. Howdy, Bahamut, how's it going? you'd imagine once this starts going, because of the level of protection this prison has or appears to have, it's going to put a lot of pressure on you, so you don't know. Feel like you can't enjoy it, if that makes sense. Well, I mean, if there is no pressure, I don't know how that, like, if there's no pressure, then there's no real challenge, I feel like. But I have tried to be, like, the pressure is more in terms of completing it rather than, gotta get it done now, gotta get it done now. We're under a time crunch. Like, the guy you're trying to rescue is been in prison for 20 years. Yeah. You know, a couple more days. The idea is a couple more days ain't gonna mean a whole lot. Pressure can come later when you're trying to escape. Like, it feels a bit outscaled for you? Well, so, but part of that is the... It's outscaled if you decide to just go in guns blazing. Like, if you decide what you're gonna do is frontal assault, attack, destroy everyone, take them all out, then, yeah, that might be, and that should feel like that's outscaled for you. To kind of encourage that you try to be sneaky or something. Like, if you're very controlled in how you do it, then, like, you might actually be able to take them all out, kind of piecemeal kind of thing, if you do it right. Or you could sneak in and try to get the guy out without anyone being any the wiser kind of thing. Nothing a Mega Flare couldn't solve. Alright, these need to be turned a little bit. Sneaky adjacent. Like CK2, if you can't do it directly, solve it sneakily. Yeah. Alright, that will go on right there. That is not there. That is not there. There we go. There we go. Or buy out their friend's loyalty. Yeah, so I mean, the big thing is like, if everything goes to pot and you have to do it, you know, loud, so to speak. If you've tried and done a lot of things to make a stealthy situation successful, then those will probably help you out in a non-stealthy scenario too, so. Not sure the party has the option to marry his heir to their kid and kill him. I mean, they haven't tried yet, so, you know. Alright, get this on with our ball joint pieces. Another 1x6 in black. I need a 1x2 with bar. There it is. And 1x1 plate. Get that under there. Oh, and we need one on the other side. I completely missed that. Alright, so there's another 1x2 plate with bar up here somewhere. There it is. Howdy, Honey's a Beast. How's it going? No problem. Lurk away. Enjoy the stream. Invited the heir to the India Empire to your court and had him marry your heir, and through a bunch of side shenanigans where you wasn't sure if you were going to inherit, you managed to get the entire empire. Yeah, see, like that is fantastic. Crusader Kings shenanigans. I still get a real kick out of. There was one very negative person in my first Crusader Kings 2 campaign who was like, Your plot to use Mayor Macbeth to murder your way through the Christian rulers of Scotland to get a pagan ruler on the throne. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And lo and behold, it worked. And I was able to declare holy war. Oh, it was great. They just kept putting Mayor Macbeth as their spy master. It was so good. So good. Like, this didn't work out for your parents, kid. Everyone playing CK2 like they're the Byzantines. I mean, if it works, it works. Where's another 2x2 tile? There it is. Alright, 2x2 corner plate. And 2x2 corner plate. 1x6 and 1x4. It is not the right piece. Where's 1x4? There it is. Alright, 1x1 to 1x2 upward bracket right here. And over here. I mean, I remember one of my campaigns also, I don't think it was a recorded campaign. I had the joy of the Byzantines and the Holy Roman Empire merging. That was frightening. Okay, let's see. So, red axle connector and a 3L axles. There we go. And there we go. And then gray axle ball joints. They use Byzantine. I think this was before some of the Byzantine mechanics. So they weren't, like, giving out themes and stuff like that. Alright, there we go. And then red friction half pin right in there, and that is going to get right there on the end. There we go. And, oops, that came right out. And get that friction half pin in there. Okay. We need a 1x2 brick in there, 1x6 brick right there. Okay, we're doing it on the other side as well. Alright, 1x6. We're sort of on the other side. Need another. There's a 2. 1x2 Technic bricks. There's a 1x2 regular brick right there. Alright. So this time we're using friction pins, friction axle pins. There we And friction half pin. There we go. Well, if they formed it, then I think they had the requirements. It would just be might have missed one or something, because the AI can't cheat that way unless there's like a special option or something like that. You had one where you randomly inherited Byzantines because you had seniority succession, so the brother's family became the main family, but they also had marriage ties in the Byzantine Empire, because who doesn't want a Byzantine ally? Suddenly 3 to 4K religious uprising when you only have 1 to 2K levy. Ugh, yeah. Alright, let's see. We got 2 black 2x2 bricks, and that is just right there and there. Then we get no 2x2. We get 2x2 inverted slope, a 2x2 plate, and 2x2 corner plate. 1x1 to 1x2 upward bracket. Get that right on there. And there is the other 2x2 inverted slope, 2x2 plate, 2x2 corner plate, and another 1x1 to 1x2 upward bracket right there. Or that 20K Radiant Adventuring Party against your measly 5K. Yeah, the Adventurer Raiders, I hated those. I didn't like the regular Raiders, but they made sense. The Adventurer Raiders or the Adventurer Conquerors, those I did not like. They angered me quite a bit. Alright. Let's see, 2x2 bricks here, and we get 1x12 right there in the center. One by 2 plates with bars on the ends, and 1x3 plate. There we go. Something you can plot them away. Sometimes you can plot them away, but more often than not, who would plot against them? They're too loyal. Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're like fully Christian and they're fully a pagan faith and stuff like that, and everyone there is just like, no, I don't like you. Why would I do anything? All right. So on the left side, we have on-off printing. We get an arched window pane. We get color and black and white brick printing. Another arched window pane. Over here. Arched window pane. And both of these are downward angle things. Go ahead and get that window pane in there. Adjust a switch that told the video computer system you were using a black and white TV, and the game would change to an optimized grayscale palette so that graphics had proper contrast. Pretty neat. And Red Hyena is continuing the gift sub they got from Title Rabbit. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Looking at the HRE requirements, and yeah, you don't think they had one of the requirements, which was the German Kingdom, but they had all the other requirements. Well, they might have inherited the German Kingdom and just didn't have any of the land in it or something like that. There we go. Get the gold 3L bars in. Like, unless it requires land in the German Kingdom, then all you need is a title. Okay, so get 2 1x3 bricks. One there, one there. Get this long video computer system TM. Brick right there. Get power and TV type. Right there. And game select and game reset over on the other side. Yeah, it just states the Kingdom of Germany, then they don't need any territory in it. Alright. 1x2 with center stud. 1x2 with center stud there. And then on this side, same thing. There we go. Alright, flip it around to the back, and we get a dark gray. 1x10. And a black 1x12 right there. If it's past year 867, before that they need the Italian kingdom, which you think you held. Alright, teal, 1x2 curved slopes here on the end. And that end. And we get orange, 2x2 curved slopes to lock those in. There we go. Alright, flip it over, and here we get inverted 1x2 curved slopes. Couldn't form HRE because you were either Cathar or Hellenic. I tend to like, I do like Cathar if I'm playing Christian. I like Fraticelli as well. But generally my favorite is Jewish. Because there's basically no other Jewish nations on the map generally. Smattering here or there, but nothing of great power. You can declare holy war on everyone, anyone that you want. And you get some pretty sweet bonuses if you have the Silk Road. Alright, let's go ahead and open up this. Well, those aren't in Crusader Kings 2. Also, basically any reformed pagan is pretty good too. All right, we got. We'll have an extra rubber band, but here we wrap them around that and there. Wrap it around there and there. So this will keep the switches from staying down, whereas these switches can stay up and down. And we'll have an extra rubber band there. Navarra Kingdom in your current playthrough is Jewish, but you doubt they're going to last? Yeah, they tend not to unless you got a lot of power. It oftentimes is easiest to start out as something else and become Jewish. Build up your power, and then become Jewish. That's how I did my Jade Dragon campaign, which is one of my favorites. In part because by the end I was fighting Ireland, where everyone knows Ireland was, the Maghreb. There we go. Okay. It's got this nice orange console around the edge. I like the look of that. And 17 1x2 tile slopes. Valencia is in trouble. They're defending against 2 holy wars that they are not winning. Oh, that'll happen. Get into 2 holy wars and be in real trouble. The other thing is, like, if you start as Chinese in the East, there's not a whole lot of people who can holy war you. So they can attack you, they can try to conquer, but there aren't too many people who can actually holy war you over there. So that's one of the other nice things about being over there. Off to bed to plot against my plans. No doubt you'll forget when you wake up. Fair enough. Have a good night, Zakad. Quick, get the subliminal messaging to him, telling him to just join the enemy. Join the enemy. Alright, 2 friction pins and a friction half pins, I should say. A pin connector, and a 1x1 cylinder tile in gray. And these are going to be all of the switches. And there's this little slot right here that is not on the original ones. It's always a change I didn't like. The main reason that it's there is so that you can slip something in there to push it out. I never really felt that's necessary because an axle will slide on through these, but Galicia was Taoist, which got taken over. Yeah. Taoist does not have many Holy War options, which is why I went with Jewish. The quote-unquote pro-strats on the wiki suggested going Islam. And I was like, Actually, when I started it, I'm not sure if I had an idea of what I was going to be doing. On how I was going to be going that. I don't think I planned to go Jewish. But I might have. I don't know. Alright, teal, 2x2 plate, 2 red, 1x2 plates with clips. Dark gray, 1x2 plate with round ends, and 2x2 to 1x2 center bracket. The enemy of your enemy of my enemy is my internet shipped bromance. That's definitely fairly accurate. There we go. Another bracket on there. Oh, we're actually making 2 of these. Okay. Red 1x2 plates with top clips, and a black 1x2 tile. There we go. Asterius's Miaphysite religion is the one that has your money taken over the Spanish Peninsula. Alright, well now that Zakad has gone to sleep, let me tell you guys all about the secret plans that I have for Spelljammer tomorrow. I'm kidding, I don't. Alright, okay, turn it around that way. Now we get the teal part facing up. So that goes clip on there. Clip in there. You know I'm joking, but you want to know? Oops, that is not the right way. Get that in there. And clip that in. Yeah, but for all I know, one of the other players is secretly watching. Secret plans like canceling Spelljammer to jam spells through realm space yourself? Nope. Nope, that is definitely not part of the plans. All right, in 1982, Atari rebranded the VCS as the Atari 2600 video computer system, elevating the original model number, and its new and more powerful sibling was introduced as the Atari 5200 video computer system. All right, so spare parts, we got a black 1x1 plate, black 1x1 tile slope, black 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg, red friction half pin, gray 1x1 cylinder tile, and gold 3L bar. Secret plan to summon Bahamut into the game and having everyone fight Bahamut and his Mega Flare shenanigans. I hate to break it to you. Oh, also, extra small rubber band. I hate to break it to you, Bahamut, but D&D Bahamut does not have Mega Flare. Alright, so these are fitting onto these 1x4 tile plate sections. There we go. So that is looking pretty good. We got the back connectors. We got see we can switch it to black and white. We can turn it off. Game select or game reset, and these pop back up, which is pretty neat. And then of course, you got the little vignette there, which is super duper cute. Alright, but we're not quite done with that, but it is time for something else. And that is going to be minifigs. Get my stuff out. Actually, no, we're not starting with that one. We're starting with this one. It's minifig time. Why isn't it turning on? Guess you broke it. I didn't break it. I blame Title Rabbit. Alright, so let's see. Let's get a minifig out. Reflection on the Atari? Oh. What? I didn't say anything. Let's see. What do we want to open? How about this one here? All right, let's go ahead and start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack. Let's go. All right, so we have gotten, let's see, we've gotten the selfie stick guy, we've gotten the boombox guy, we've gotten the lady with the bubble tea, we've gotten the firefish guy, and of course, cornflakes dude twice. So we got about a minute and a half to go. Get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? I should probably get my, my timer ready. That would probably be a good thing. There we go. Suddenly Pikachu. I don't think so. There is Animal Crossing. So actually, that's the thing, is Animal Crossing is apparently coming next year, early next year. Probably minifigs rather than Fabuland figures, which a lot of people were hoping for. But I'm not surprised that they'll be minifigs, because that's certainly more compatible. But, I mean, Nintendo owns Pokemon, right? I mean, that's a Nintendo property as opposed to someone else. If they own it, you could see Pokemon. Although I think another manufacturer has Pokemon as a license, so probably not. But you never know. You never know. They own it through Game Freak. All right, 20 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? Is it Mega Bloks? I haven't paid it. Like, I mean, obviously, I haven't paid any attention to who owns it because I don't care. You don't know? Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, and you just wanted to say that? Okay, predictions are closed. You would like to see Magic the Gathering minifigs. So that's a possibility because Lego is doing a 50th anniversary D&D set. So it's entirely possible that if that does well, you will see D&D sets. And if they maintain a relationship with Wizards of the Coast, they could do Magic too. All right, and go. Let's see. What do we got? What do we have in the minifig pack? Okay. Okay, I've narrowed it down to 2 possibilities. I need to feel something else, and that'll give it away. Okay. All right, we got this guy with the 2 6L bars with stop. That is 37.67. I felt the secondary helmet. The other possibility was him, but I wasn't feeling the arms. All right, so let's see if I am correct. Is it that guy with the long 6L bars? All right. Yes, it is. All right, so that is 37.67. So let's choose a prediction. That is going to be 20 to 50 seconds. Complete the prediction. And let's see who is getting the hams. Kinshir, Abcody, and Red Hyena. Nice, getting the hams there. Tata Rabbit and Ice Oven going for within 20 seconds. Preskitch going for 50 to 60. And Bahamut and Lel Bunny being the ones who have no confidence in me whatsoever, voting against me. I appreciate it, Tidal Rabbit. You didn't vote against me. You have confidence in me. Unfortunately, I betrayed that confidence terribly, and you will never, ever forgive me ever again. His name is Kai. Got it. You regret it, though? Alright, so here is his torso and outfit. And there's slight printing on the legs. It's kind of hard to see. That's the back of his torso. See, like, I know the names of these characters, I just don't know who has those names. Just because, like, so many of the Ninjago sets are, like, Kai's mech or Kai's dragon or something like that, so... So he has hair that really needs to get under control. Like that hair really needs to get under control, and also he is doing the classic reverse D smiley. Or we can give him the fencing outfit, which is pretty nice. I like that. I do like this helmet. And getting another color. I think I have blue already. There we go. These are really long practice swords. There we go. I like the helmet. And this is classic samurai armor from the ninja castle theme in the late 90s. There we go. Get him up there. All right. Next up, we've got Series 12. Looks like someone sculpted his hair out of chocolate. Yeah, it does a little bit, doesn't it? Let's go for right here. See if I've pulled from back there yet or not. And I'll go ahead and get you back in the corner there. Okay, let's start a new prediction. Can Ald guess what is inside the minifig pack? I don't know if they're kendo. I know the word for the wooden swords, but I'm not sure. I'm blanking on what it is right now. I'm not sure if that's what those are supposed to be because Boken, yes, thank you. She has brown katanas, which I would kind of think would be how Lego would do them. These are really long. So I'm not sure if they're supposed to be Boken or if they're supposed to be something else. If both of them are supposed to have different kinds of Boken, I don't know. I don't know. It's about a minute 10 to go. Get your predictions in. We have gotten the Wizard, the Mongol Warrior, the Princess. We've gotten 2 of the Gamer. We've gotten the Amazon, which was really nice. We've gotten the Space Miner, the Lifeguard. We have not gotten Grizzled Prospector. Dang it! Get me, consart it! Dag nabbit! Find me! We have not gotten these 3 figures on that row. We have gotten the Rocker. We've gotten the Fencer. We've not gotten Piggy Man. We have gotten Genie Lady. And we have not gotten on stream Spooky Girl. So we've got good ones. Dag nabbit, you need to find me. I got gold out there. I gotta be prospecting. Might be ignorance on your part. They just look like giant sticks to you. I mean, that's kind of what Boken are. Well, Boken are manufactured, though. I mean, like they, either they're made out of bamboo or they're made out of dried reeds bundled together, and I'm not sure which. But predictions are closed. Let me get my timer up. Reset that. And go. All right, what do we got? All right, what is that? What is that? Is that just a head? No, I think that's hair. Is that... No, that is... Okay. All right, 14.56. Shinai are hollow, Boken are solid. Got it. All right, so we have the pizza delivery guy. I felt his hat, and he is the only one with that hat in this set. Say the Genie, pizza delivery guy, and Jester are good ones for an Atari theme. What, not the Gamer? Yeah, pizza delivery guy. All right, that is within 20 seconds. Let's choose a prediction. There we go. All right, what are we looking at? Kinshir, Red Hyena, getting the hams there. That's 2 for 2 for Red Hyena. Very nice. Ab Cody and Ice Oven getting the ham, not getting the hams, going for 20 to 50. Preskich going for 50 to 60. And Bahamut and Lel Bunny having no confidence in me and going for no. Did Tidal Rabbit go get something to drink again? I'm tempting you to make a pizza. You should make a pizza. Your internet went out. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. I wouldn't have made a joke about that if I'd known. All right, let's see. I'm gonna have his pizza box, which might be the same pizza box that you get in the Jazz Club set. You would have bet on no anyway. All right, who is hungry for pizza? I know I am. I should get some again. We've got our pizza delivery guy with his pizza box, literally from pizza. pizza brand pizza. Like, how can you say no to pizza brand pizza? I technically already had pizza as well, but it was a tiny pizza. And his hat also says pizza. He's got braces and freckles. And a green shirt. Plain on the back. It's a short sleeve shirt. Little button down there in the front. But yeah, he's bringing you pizza. You know you want it. Vegan varieties for those who are vegan. All right. Now that we are done with those two, do it all by pizza. Yeah, unfortunately, I'd have to stop the stream and stuff like that. But now we have our special new way. We've got our scale. Got our minifigs, and also I have a new PDF to put up that has the weight guides, so you guys can see what the actual weights are. Although it might still be kind of small on your screens. All right, but let's start a prediction, and I gotta figure out which one this one is. All right, where are you? There it is. Okay. So, once again, I'm going to make a guess. And where is my thing? Let's go ahead and pull it out. You're so amused by this method? It's great. It really is. All right, so I'm trying to be careful to not show the address that's on this thing, so... Let's reach in, reach around, feel them up, because that makes sense, and pull one out. Alright. So that is going to be the one that we guess for. So once again, I'm going to make a guess, and then I will weigh it, and then there's a chance that it is still wrong. So we will see how that is. Don't want to dox myself. No, I'd rather not. So there is a chance that we get even more pizza. Alright, start the prediction. Can I get it with the guess? Can I get it by weight? Or will both the guess and the weight be wrong? Get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? And if I guess right, like that is true luck of the draw. It really is. Until the very last one. Technically, with the second to last one, I'll have a 50-50 chance. Getting Wolverine tonight would be good because he can slice up the pizza, but I already got Wolverine. So, Wolverine is out. It is not going to be Wolverine. We have one of the other 11 possibilities. Because I got a complete set of one each. Now, the fact that this weight method works so well, it just like makes me want to go out to a store with the scale and buy the ones that I want extras of. Alright, 30 seconds to go. Get your prediction in. Will I be able to guess correctly, or will I have to weigh it, or will both of them be wrong? Yeah, I only got one full set. I'm not a big Marvel person, so I'm not, like, I'm getting them because I can be completionist about it. Just wanted to wish me good luck. We're all counting on... You're all counting on me. Thanks, Leslie Nielsen. I appreciate it. All right. Predictions are just about closed. All right. All right, so there's no real time limit here. This is just going to be... I'm going to first... shake it. I'm gonna go with Moon Knight. That's gonna be my guess. Is it gonna be Moon Knight? We'll see. Let's see. So if it is, he should weigh roughly 19.4 grams. So let's turn on the scale. 21.05. So there is a piece of tape on there, so that could be throwing things off. That's almost a full gram less than Agatha. I do not see any other 21s. The closest one, I think, is going to be Kate Bishop, because she's listed at 20.9. All right, so 20.9, Kate Bishop. So my guess was Moon Knight, which would be 19.4. So that's almost certainly incorrect. Kate Bishop is how this is coming out closest on here. So let's see if that is correct. Is it Kate Bishop? Might be heavy tape. It's Kate Bishop. So let that. There's a pupper in there. Turn that off. Let's pour it out so that you guys can see for sure. Yep, that is Kate Bishop. I don't know what Marvel series she's from. I just know the name. All right, choose a prediction. All right, yes with weight. Let's go for that one. All right, let's see. Isovan and Ab Cody getting that one correct. Title Rabbit and Red Hyena going for yes with the guess. And Kinshir, VR Gamer for Life, Bahamut Zero, and Lel Bunny having no confidence in me, or the scale, in fact. Not only do you guys have no confidence in me, you have no confidence in the scale. Back there. All right. So I really do like this hair. I think this is the same hair that one of the girls in the Dream sets has, but she has kind of a transparent color to it. Translucent. All right. So here is her torso and legs. And we can give her her black quiver, in fact. There's the standard face, and there's it's been beat up a little bit in combat. Well, kind of determined. Give her the hair there. Close up my my knife so I don't murder myself. And a pretty neat bow. It's basically a it's not a compound bow. It's like a composite recurve bow. Wasn't she in the Hawkeye show? I mean, I haven't seen any of the new ones. That is Hawkeye, and I know that they're in like a show together. Go. And here we have the pizza box. Hit the spot. So appropriate that we got a pizza delivery guy and more pizza. And the pupper. Pupper has one eye. All right, come on, focus. On the focus camera. Okay, camera does not want to focus right now. Camera, focus. There we go. So you can see when I open, when I close. And then there's a spare part and a piece to get an action pose. And I think every single one of the minifigs has one of these. So you can get her, like, maybe leaping back, shooting an arrow or something like that. And the pupper. Pupper does not sit on the thing very well, though. Alright, extra piece. Put that away. There we go. So that is Kate Bishop. So that is 2 of the minifigs down. A 10 to go. Of which, the fewer there are, the easier it will be for me to actually get one correct with a guess. Eventually, I will get one right. That's kind of guaranteed. And if I get it right with a guess, even if the weight says that that is the case, it's still the guess. All right. So that is that minifig done. All right. I like this weight guide that I made into a PDF too. It's pretty handy to have that available. The image itself is just from Jay's Brick blog. You can just Google that. Like Google Jay's Brick blog marble weight guide, should find it. This kind of scale, $10 from Amazon. This particular one was like $15, but on sale. But I think any of the ones that are like $10 to $15 will do. So it's fantastic, and it's so fast compared to filling up minifigs to get what you want from the actual store. All right, bag number 15. A canine and a pizza seem like an odd accessory set for an archer. So I think, like, the impression that I got is that they are running, like, a pizza place as their cover kind of thing. Okay, that's showing it open, and let's go ahead and make the joystick. Pizza dog, pizza dog, pizza dog does whatever a pizza dog does. Who's a good pizza dog? Alright, there we go. Get all of the pieces out. Alright, 2x6 round corners and 1x2 plates in black. A 4x6 plate in black. Flip that over, another 2x6. Actually, that's going to be right there. And 2 3x3 plates. Who wouldn't want to own a pizza dog? I mean, is this a dog that can make pizza? Is it a dog that delivers pizza? Is it a dog that just eats pizza? Because I know my sister and, well, multiple members of my family would feed my sister's dog what she called pizza bones, aka the crust. Answer to my question is yes. Alright, yellow. Half bushing. What about a samurai pizza cat? Well, again, is he a pizza samurai? Like a samurai of the pizza clan who's a cat? Is he... So many questions. Alright, get the rubber part on there. Get an orange 1x1 or 1L beam on there. I'm looking for a dark gray. Cross angle. Ah, there it is. Under here. Get that on there. Slide on the other rubber element there. No, I know what I know what Samurai Pizza Cat is. I've never seen it, but I know what it is. I was riffing on my previous joke. Alright, there we go. Alright, Bahamut, have a good rest of your evening. Alright, get that on there. Okay, then we get these dark gray connectors. We're going to make 2 of these things, so... Yellow half bushings. Blue friction pins. Friction axle pins. I need more of the rubbery connectors. These are really interesting pieces that they've come out with. And white 1x2 cross axle bricks. And we'll go ahead and put that in there and push this down. Kind of surprised that we're using... oh, no, never mind. It's not an axle, never mind. Silly me. So it looks like the joystick is actually going to move, which I am really surprised at, honestly. I was not expecting the joystick to actually move. I thought it was going to be fixed in place. And where is the rubber element? Another one. Where are you? Where is it? Oh, rubber piece. There it is. Right there. Technically right under my nose. There we go. Oh yeah, I was thinking about trying out a another scale to see how that would work with that, because it's a much less precise scale. So I'm kind of curious about putting that into the mix and seeing how that doesn't work, as it probably wouldn't. All right, 1x2 to 2x2 upward brackets. Does it make my thumbs hurt to look at the joystick? I did not have many joysticks as a kid. I had a joystick for my computer. I probably had a joystick for my TI-99 4A, but I don't remember the control mechanism for that one very well. Oh wait, this is going this way, and that is going that way. I never had an Atari, and they didn't really make joysticks for NES and SNES. Only thing I ever really used my joystick for was Microsoft Flight Simulator 4 anyway. So deprived of joy. I had plenty of joy, it just was not in stick form. Alright, let's see. 2 orange 1x4 plates, 2 orange 1x2 bricks, and gray 1x1 to 1x2 downward brackets, right there. Get a red one. 1x2 to a 2x2 downward bracket, and gray 1x1 to 1x2 downward brackets right there. That's why you remember Joust so well. Absolutely painful to play, but oh so fun. Okay, and on each of these, so we're going to make 2 So get a pair of gray 2x4 plates. Get 2x2 to 1x2 center brackets. There we go. Get a black 2x4 tile and black 2x2 plates on the ends. I mean, between the TI-99 4A and the NES, I never had any consoles. I did have computer games. I had a lot of, I mean, obviously we had a lot of borrowed educational games, which was the great thing about the educational games at the time, is that most of them were pretty darn fun. I got so many hours out of Oregon Trail, Odell Lake especially. Loved Odell Lake. Get that right on there. And let's see, orange 2x3 and dark gray 2x3s. I had some other games. I had The Hobbit text adventure game that I never, and slightly graphical, that I never really got very far in. I had Troll's Tale, an early Sierra game that Zerfall and I played through. Odell Down Under? No, Odell Lake was a educational game about you kind of like learning the ecology of a local lake. So you choose to play as a particular type of fish, and you have to interact with other things that you encounter until you get eaten. There is a single video of the game on my channel, in fact, for those who are curious about it. There we go, get a 2x2 corner plate on here. And 1x2, are we using? Yeah, we're using 1x2s with studs. There we go. You have to watch that now. It's about a half an hour long, I think. I believe it was one of my many stream sub-count anniversary things. Similar concept, different gameplay by the sound of it. Might have been. There might have been. Did you play for points? I don't remember. You... Like, I mean, obviously you're, like, learning about the nature of the lake and like, you know, what its ecology is. There's the bracket. But it's like, you know, if you play as a chub, you have to decide if you try to eat, a rainbow trout kind of thing, or a whitefish. Which, as a chub, that does not go well. I did always enjoy playing as like a chub and trying to eat everything. That always just amused me, even though it always ended in being eaten. And then there, like, so it's like, do you eat the plankton? Do you eat the animals on the bed of the lake? Do you swim to the shallows when an osprey's overhead? That kind of thing. Old educational games showcase. There's not a whole lot of gameplay that you can get out of most of those. Alright, let's see. 2x4 and a 2x3. Like, there's a reason why those were basically one-episode videos. Alright, let's see. Gray 2x2 corner plates. And then there were all the number munchers, word munchers, all of those games. I got a lot of fun out of those. That's why it's a showcase. Yeah, that requires more, like, editing and stuff like that than I'm willing to do. You gotta script that kind of thing. You gotta do all kinds of stuff. It's not for me. Although, considering what's been going on the YouTube subscription front, I don't know. Maybe I have to. Dragons are essentially lazy beasts. Look at how long they sleep. Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. Let's see, black 3x3s here. Now, the thing is, like, I'd have to learn editing. And, like, learn how to do editing well. And that is something that I just don't care to do. Right. Teal 1x4, get a 2x3, 2x2. I mean, if I wanted a showcase video to do well, yeah, I would have to edit it. Like, that's an absolute necessity. One of the advantages of doing Let's Plays is that you can have good Let's Plays that don't have any editing. Alright, let's see. And you're always still going to have people who complain about it, but that's still less of an issue. Alright, black 1x2s. Some round end pieces here. And a 2x4 tiles. There we go. Get that right there. Alright, 1x3s with 1x2 plates under them. But yeah, for those unaware, I think it's a change to the algorithm. I don't know for sure, but, like, my channel hasn't changed significantly lately, so that's why I'm strongly suspecting it's an algorithm change. But it's basically just absolutely trashed my subscription numbers. Well, I don't mean... But even if I'm playing through a single game, I'm still... There's still a lot of things that you'd need to do for editing purposes. To make it more than... To make it an actual showcase. Because if you're going to do a showcase, then you really want to be talking about, like, the history of the game, who made it, cut out chaff of the video. Like, it's a production, and you gotta like write a script for it. I mean, if you want it to do well, rather than just like appeal to the people who are already watching your channel. Alright, 1x2 plate there, and then 1x1 tile, and 1x1 tile there. I mean, because again, like, I have played Oregon Trail and Odell Lake. Those videos do not get any views at this point. They really don't. I mean, I'm sure that they've been slowly ticking up, but there's so many other videos out there about those games. Nope, that has a clip on it. No wonder I couldn't get that on. Why am I getting an alert on my phone? Alright, that's nothing. Alright, 1x2 plate there, and there. At some point we talked about how boring furniture and such is these days. Today you saw a video on how researchers have found that it isn't just an impression for the last few decades. Things have gotten grayer, tending to white, black, gray, silver, and such colors. Yeah. I specifically read an article about it a while back, and yeah, that's basically it, is that there's just been this trend towards that for whatever reason. There was another thing that I saw about how men, like, not just men's fashion, but fashion in general has not really changed much in the last few decades. The Atari video computer system joystick is so iconic that its shape and bright red button is often used in graphical icons to represent gaming. So get the red 2x2 cylinder tile there. Get our 4x4 macaroni tiles here. Well, they're buried deep in the archives, but that wouldn't matter to searches. But, I mean, they're not optimized for search because I'd have to keep going in and changing things, like the text descriptions and everything like that. And admittedly, I don't have thumbnails for them either, but it's not just that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why they're not gonna do anything. The audio on them is bad as well, I'm sure. At least the earliest ones. Alright, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Alright, we get the 4x4 by 2 plate half dome, or dome. Get that right on there. Then we get 2 2x2 cylinder plates. Get that on the bottom. Fit that right through there. There we go. And there we go. So, it doesn't move as far, I'm pretty sure, but it does move. And that's pretty cool. The fact that it moves at all, like, I was not expecting it to move at all. Alright, let's go ahead and pull out the pneumatic... There's my scissor. There we go. This is, I think this is going to be a pneumatic tube. Yeah, it's just a model anyway. Yeah, so this is a pneumatic tube. It's a thick one, but I'm pretty sure it's a pneumatic tube. I haven't gotten any LEGO pneumatic stuff in a while. Alright, let's see. We get 1x2 inverted slope, 1x2 plate, and 1x1. So I think that the reason for the changes to, like, the color stuff, I think that's like a oops, I want a downward. My suspicion is that that is like a trend to try to appeal to the most with the fewest number of things. Like, that's my guess. I don't know for sure. But it is a real shame. Alright. Clip on the back there with the 1x1 cylinder plate and underbar. And then we take the pneumatic tube. And really work the peg in there. Like, you can see how much this, let's see. You can see how much that's kind of pushing out the rubber hose element. And that's one reason why the actual pneumatic elements, like, this is just flat at the end. And a lot of pneumatic elements tend to be tapered there to make it a little bit easier to push it in. Like, for example, so this is a pneumatic T. So, and it's tapered there at the end, if that is going to focus. There we go. See, it's tapered on the end to make it easier to push this onto it. And that is way easier. Whereas this is just flat. It's not really designed to do this, but since it's the same overall width, it's designed to fit inside, but it's not really designed to push in. Alright, so we clip one end on there. I don't think it's greed so much. I don't know. I mean, there's different potential reasons, but... Okay, so that is extra parts of an orange 1x1 beam, 1L beam, black 1x1 cylinder plate with underbar, and a turquoise 1x1 plate. And this is the controller. You got the cord going to the back. We'll plug that in a moment. But we have one more bag to do to wrap up not just the Atari for tonight, but also just in general. And stay tuned to the end, because I will be mentioning what I'm building next time. But that's waiting until we finish. So if you want to see what we're gonna build next week, hold your horses. All right. Let's pour that out and this one out. I see these yellow horns and how many of them, and I immediately know exactly what they're going to be used for. And my first thought is, oh hey, we could build Lego cooties. All right. Plates to the side. Let's see, 1x6 there. There's a 2x2 corner tile. No cooties, only centipedes. Yeah, Lego cooties. Did you not have that kind of kids game? Like plastic insects with yellow legs. I do not remember how the game was played, but I do remember enjoying just like playing, messing around with the pieces. All right, so we got Atari 2600 to go on a 2x6 tile. All right. Nope. Don't fall. It was one of a series of kind of more physical games rather than like board games. I like that one, and Don't Break the Ice. There we go. Get that on there. Get a 1x8 with Use with joystick controller. You had a game called Bedbugs. It was fun to turn the little bed on and just watch the little suckers vibrate about. Oh, I do remember ads for that. I never had that one. Might have played it at a friend's house or something, but I do specifically remember the ads for that one. There we go. That one is going down at the bottom. Okay, 2x2 corner tile, 2x2 corner tile. Need another 1x6 tile. And black 1x2 tiles here. I remember a game called Kerplunk. I don't remember it very well. Let's see, 1x3. 1x3. I'll get 1x1 in red. Don't Break the Ice was kind of Jenga-like. You had this frame, and there were like ice cube blocks all about, and you had a little hammer. You got to knock them out without collapsing the whole thing. So it was kind of Jenga-like. Cooties was basically a game where you spun a spinner to see what piece you get and to try to assemble an ant-like bug first. There you go. Thank you. I did not remember how it was actually played. Alright, that is... Let's see. I want to... Okay, that's not very centered, but that'll have to do. There'd be a gap anyway, so. Kerplunk had a sort of hourglass-shaped container with marbles on the top, kept up by plastic sticks. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Feel like you should clip me using a sticker? I mean, you can if you want to, just point out how awful I am at it, you know. If you want to do that. No, I'm kidding. Of course you can do that. Alright, 1x8 brick with the larger centipede on it. Should definitely clip me doing that then. There we go. It's so much easier to do these that are just like on a 1x8 tile or 1x8 brick or something, rather than the giant 6x6 tile. You don't think you've ever seen me use one before? I have not. I have not. Not on stream, at least. Because I mostly don't keep sets together. But this will be kept together for a little while, and even if I don't, I can use them as, like, when I do take it apart, I could use them as, like, posters or billboards or something like that, so. Well, I did on the other Atari streams, yes, but that's the same build. And not everyone can be here for every stream either. Alright, let's get all of these brackets. Yeah, I never actually had an Atari, or I've never even played one. I've never touched a physical Atari, so This is literally the closest I've ever come to an actual Atari. So I have very little experience with the games themselves beyond what is just, like, in the cultural zeitgeist. But when we're done, we'll show off all of the cartridges and everything again. So worry not. 80s board games were so great at filling marble or mini object collections. Right, my four primary D10s, although only, no, actually all four of them are right here. My four primary D10s, they all came from one board game. I don't remember what the board game is. I don't think I have it anymore, but I kept the dice, and those are my primary D10s. All right, that goes on here. Atari had some fun games, but quality control of the third-party games was trash. Yeah, and that's why Nintendo had the seal of quality, and that's probably one of the reasons why Nintendo did so well in the market and essentially revived video gaming in the US, or at least console gaming. So there is our Centipede cartridge. Alright, so dark gray 6x6. Black 1x6 plates. Alright, black 2x2 plates and 2x2 corner plates. Centipede was fun partially because you were actually decently good at it. Well, that's good. There's a bunch of old games that I used to be decently good at, and I am no longer. I'm looking at you, Gundam Battle Assault 3. Or maybe it's 2. Nah, yeah, that was 2. I picked that up a number of years ago because I was like, you know what, maybe this will be a good Let's Play. I was pretty good at it way back when. No longer. No longer. I think recently they found a centipede or millipede that may actually live up to the name. Where's the other bracket? There it is. Hold on a second. Alright, let's see. Black 1x4 half tiles. Wish my chair would stop creaking so much. There are some pretty lengthy centipedes and stuff out there. There we go. Get one last sticker on here in a moment as well. Centipede was the one where the centipede was like interfering with your what you're trying to do, right? Where it was like wandering across the screen and blocking your shots. Or am I thinking of something else? The vignettes are a great touch. Yeah, I really do like how they did that. I mean, you know, they can't make a working console, so They did the next best thing. Like little Lego vignettes. They're very cute. There we go. You had to shoot the centipede as it wandered across the screen. Ah, okay. I'm probably thinking of a centipede clone then. Alright, next up, brown elements. We get a 6x6 plate there. 1x4 half tile. Another 1x4 half tile on these parts. 1x4 half tile in the middle. It got faster as it got shorter, and divided sections got difficult to catch. Yeah, that's right. Again, I have not played it, but I have seen it. There are mushrooms to block your shots, and each time you hit that segment would become another mushroom. Oh. Rude. Unless, of course, you want more mushrooms, you know, and then it's like, sweet, more mushrooms. 2x2 with half tile, 2x2 tile. 2x2 tile there. There we go. Alright, got the base on there. Yeah, sort of similar to Space Invaders. Ah, there's some of the mushrooms. Okay, we get 2x2 with side studs. Get that there. Brown 1x2 plate and 2x2 plate. That goes right in the middle. Dark brown 1x3, 1x3, 2x2. Angle plate, brick there, and then a 2 up top. Alright, we get a short fez cone and a red 2x2 radar dish, and a 1x1 cone and red radar dish. And that goes right there. Alright, now we make the centipede. Yellow 2x2 cylinder plate and green 1x2 to 1x2 upward brackets. Socket in front. Ball in back. And lime green top. And then we get the legs on it. And these are the bison horns. Which I've seen them used as, like, door handles, too, so having some yellow ones is pretty neat for that. Mostly white, otherwise, that I have. Alright, so we got the segment that's going to be on the ground. Then we take 2 of the yellow boat studs. They're not. They're used for cows, however. And they're used for, I guess they're more cow horns, really. And there's also some helmets that they're used in. There was a buffalo, American bison mold, but it was never produced. It, like it's been seen in some promotional artwork or promotional imagery, but never actually was produced in a set. Probably would have made it into a set if they had continued the Western theme. Although they might have decided not to do that because it kind of would, you know, like, bring to memory the hunting of bison, so. Yeah, it was for a Wild West set. Although the set has not been seen. It was seen in, like, a promo for a Wild West-themed layout of some sort that, like, I think it may be a puzzle or something like that never actually came to fruition. Have they ever made yaks? No. Alright, let's see. There we go. And there we go. Alright, the tail is going to be a socket with 2 lime green angled 1x2 curved slopes. Now, I would say that it's just a matter of time before some of those things get made, because they do have, you know, they're coming out with more and more animals all the time, basically. Which I like. I am super happy anytime they come out with new animals. And I want them all. I want the Lego Orca. It's adorable. Alright, another leg, or a segment, and we get a ball joint with bar, or a ball with bar kind of thing. And we use the tooth horns, claw horns, in yellow, which is pretty neat. And then the bison horns here. Lego Humboldt squid. Well, we do have jellyfish. I kept the jellyfish together because they're adorable. They have not made squid, but they have made octopi. A couple different molds of them. Alright, we get a 2x2 inverted dome. Get 2 white 1x1 cylinder plates right in the center. Green 2x2 cylinder plate on top. A green angled bar with stud on there. A 1x1 tile with top clip for the little mandibles. And yellow-based levers. There we go. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. So that will clip on right there. And get him right here in the middle on these jumper plates. Right there. There we go. Turn that one that way. Let's actually turn that way. There we go. Another mushroom here. It's a lot of fly agaric mushrooms. That's clearly what these are. There we go. Alright, spare parts. A red 1x1 tile. White 1x1 cylinder plate with a hollow stud. Green angled bar connector with stud. Yellow tooth element. Yellow bison horn. And yellow base black lever. Alright. They also didn't give all the other controller, which you think is needed for Centipede? Oh. Alright. Let's move our minifigs out of the way for the moment. Put these to the side. And we can bring this back, and this will plug in on the back here. Right there. So we have our controller. Let's do that so that it's doesn't tangle. Let's see. The Atari video computer system debuted on September 11th, 1977 for a price of $189.95 US, over $800 in today's money. And let's see. So it has that plug-in. That's fine. I did it on the other side. And then that is all of the inventory. All right. There we go. All right, so we can slot in the cartridge. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Slots right in there. You can power it on. Play our Centipede game. Put that right there to pretend it's the screen. All right, but let's take a quick look at Centipede itself. So there's a spider there. I like the using the feet. There's a lot of pieces on these that are not real pieces. I will say that, which is fair. The minifig does have a wand, but it's still interesting. I like the way it looks. And then, of course, we have our Centipede vignette, which is very cool. And that slots in there. Or we can put it into our little storage container. And as a reminder, here's the Asteroids cartridge with the new Galaxy Explorer. There we go. And then the Adventure cartridge with, of course, my favorite, Lego Dragon, holding the key. He's yellow. They should have made a yellow Lego Dragon. The elves in the maze are interesting. I like the yellow castle in the back with the yellow castle knights coming down and the Lego leaf elements. It's very cool. With the Galaxy Explorer that apparently Walmart doomed. It seems that way, at least. It seems that way, at least. So then we have the Adventure vignette. You can see the goblet in there. You got the dragon, the castle, the Easter egg. And the Asteroids vignette with the fighter blasting apart an asteroid with other asteroids all around. And of course, our controller. Pew, 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 pew. See, you got to do the pew, pew sound. If you're not doing the pew, pew sound, it's not going to work. And then, of course, the vignette inside the console itself. That's a really cool way that opens up as well. I really do like that. Little kid playing Atari at home. And the colors feel very 70s, too. Early 80s. And I can close up. So, yeah, this is a great set. Especially for those who actually have more nostalgia for it than I do. I mean, I have nostalgia for the aesthetic and the time period and stuff like that it stands for, rather than the Atari itself. But even I really like it, so... someone who has even more nostalgia is probably going to get even more pleasure out of it. I really do like the wood grain there on the front. I think that's pretty cool. And the slot to put a cartridge in there and everything. And the fact that the switches, like, they work. That's pretty cool. And having slots here for the controllers as well. I think that's supposed to be the power cord, but I'm not positive. Might be for connecting it to the TV. But that is going to wrap us up for this evening. The Atari, which is very, very good. I highly recommend this for anyone who just wants a good build. I mean, there's a lot of functionality. Like, they could have just made it a basic box kind of thing. But, you know, you got this pop-up vignette. You got all the other vignettes. The really nice angles on everything here. They did a really good job designing this, I think. And I highly recommend it. Give Tentacle Trevor the joystick. He's in a different room right now. He's in a different room right now. I can't go get him. But that is going to wrap us up for tonight. I do want to make a little mini announcement of what we're going to be working on next Friday, because that might be of interest to some people. Given that we are approaching spooky season, is he even in one piece? Yes. He's missing a couple eyelashes because he fell off something and they went under a table, and I haven't had a chance to move it and pick them up again. But yes, otherwise he's in one piece. He hasn't found the one piece, though. But we are going to build something for spooky season. There is a Lego haunted house that is very large. It has kind of a, I think it's kind of like a Tower of Terror style drop kind of thing, because it's more of like a ride than like a haunted house, spiritually haunted house, shall we say. But it's a pretty cool building, and that is what we're going to be starting on next time. Is it green, like limish green? Yes. Yeah, it's lime green. Or olive green. Yeah, I think it's olive green. I think that's the color. With black roofs. And has some nice Adventurers references in it, too. So that is what we're going to be starting on next week. So I hope you guys look forward to that. I'm excited to put it together. I've been looking forward to that. You thought Pirates of Realm Space was spooky enough for October? Not exactly spooky. Spooky season is not equivalent to frustrating. You've seen pics of that? Yep. It seemed appropriate, and I'm really happy that this took just enough to finish in September, so that the first Friday of October is when we start on that one. It'll probably take the whole month to finish, I think, because it's a lot of brick built stuff, so it might go pretty fast, but we'll see. But it is it's over 3,000 pieces, so but it's pretty cool. So I hope you guys are interested in that, and that will be next week. So that is going to wrap us up for tonight. We will be back tomorrow for Spelljammer, as we talked about. Not Pirates of Realm Space, but the actual Spelljammer tabletop adventures. We will be back on Monday for more Tears of the Kingdom. We will be back on Wednesday to probably wrap up Ghost Lion and build something else. Well, actually, to finish up our train in the evening. And Friday we will return to Final Fantasy V and get started on the Haunted House. I think it's called the Haunted Mansion, specifically, for Friday building. So I hope you guys have a good night and are looking forward to all of that. And I shall see you next time. See you then, everyone. Have a good night.